Good morning and happy Sunday. What a vibe to start the morning off on. I hope your Sunday is starting off well. It's probably much better than Sean Strickland's is this morning. I'm amazed I'm awake because that fight went until like 2 a.m. last night. So cheers to a fun night of UFC, and we had a good little watch party here at the REthink Tank, enjoying some Fight Companion. But that being said, come on, the whole purpose of the live show, wake up, good morning. We want to hear your reactions too. So jump into the comments so we can hear your thoughts. That also being said, head on over to our website, www.rethinktankpodcast.com, and join the Neuro Gym so you could drop some videos of your own if you want to see your clips featured or anything that you find on the internet to also get involved in the Sunday shows. Head on over there because we'd like to get your involvement. That being said, the show can't be done without my good friend. Good morning, Brian Seymour. How are you?
Doing well. Got a little bit of snow this morning. You know, it's a dusting, but it's all we can ask for in Ohio. And yeah, it's an exciting day. I got some good clips for you.
Oh, I can't wait. So, Brian, that being said, what person in the Portland coffee shop are you this morning? Brian hasn't seen this video yet.
Let's find out.
You gotta love a Portland coffee shop because there's just you got a guy, homeless dude just doing jujitsu, whatever, vibe changing, air bending, and then just a chicken VR. People just passed out in sleep.
I gotta see this again.
Oh yeah. All right. Every corner of the place is just a whole different personality. I love the person living in this world, living in another world.
And he's like, yeah, I got this.
Yeah. Next to her, just a person throwing around a napkin.
I'm going to be the person that's watching because I'm in a watching kind of mood.
I have to imagine the people watching in Portland is astonishing.
Yeah, they got to have some very interesting characters just all over the place. I've been to Seattle and I thought just, wow, this is a whole it's like a whole different universe. It's like it's everything.
It's almost like a Chaz zone, like a separate country.
Everything is like still the same and like pretty chill. And then like you just see some interesting. It's not even people. It's like just ideas of like things they have in the city, and you're just like, oh, okay. I never thought that would be like in a center of town or in this national park. Just this. It could be anything.
Interesting.
And I'm not even going to say anything specific because I don't know.
Yeah. Stay weird, Portland.
Stay weird. Yeah.
All right. So Brian's got a slew of videos.
I'm not going to limit their creativity.
Yeah, exactly. Creative people. That's what we call them.
All
artistic. Right. They're artistic.
So I got some parenting advice. What do you think?
That's
of that?
How you do that. 1, perfect Zamboni.
Yeah.
2, the kid is going to be tired out. You're doing a great job of keeping him entertained, and you get a little frustration out. This is a good one. I like this one.
So I always think of like back in elementary school when you just sit on those chairs and just spin them, and like your friends would run around you. And
I'm shocked they're not getting obnoxious, but at the end of the day, this is a dad victory.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a good one.
Dad victory for sure. All right. So I want to get this one you're going to have to listen to. This one is a little bit more in the parenting category of like how you handle your children.
I'm in. You got me. I'm locked in.
Listen, I'm going to untie it if you're acting like that because I'm not going to do it to you when you're panicking. Remember the other times? You're just nice and calm, and then we slam the door. No problem.
Well, I'm taking it down ready.
Take it
so
up.
Ready.
Okay, what do you think?
It's so ready.
Okay. No, it is so ready. It's really ready. You want to see? Let me show you. Take your hand off the door for a sec.
I got it.
I'm not going to mention that kid with his hands down his pants, but
all right, let's see. Don't let that go unnoticed. Now, let's be real. when you had your tooth, like when you lost a tooth,
Yeah.
that was like the first major thing to happen to you. Now at 30 years old, looking back, you're like, I'm gonna be losing regular teeth here at some point. Like I'm already, hey, that's just a way of life. It didn't hurt. It was a whole thing. When you were a kid, and this is you're like, I'm losing a piece of me, and I'm seeing blood. It literally never hurt, but kids would freak out all the time. There's so many videos, and it's one of those things where it's like, how traumatic it is for some kids, and the reality is it's literally nothing. It's literally nothing. I don't know. To me and my sister, we were plucking them like it was just like we were getting $20. So to us, it was like victory.
Yeah.
Our tooth fairy. I almost said something that would have got me in
paid
trouble.
Handsomely. Yeah, and I think she handled that like a boss. Kid's freaking out. No, I'm not okay. This isn't okay.
Just kick that.
And then
like
she's just like, oh, let's do a calming exercise, and just kicks the door.
This is Sparta. It was perfect. Perfectly played. All right.
All right. So I got some ridiculousness going on. This one's called triple.
Wow. Oh, whoa. Did he land that?
He landed that. 1, 2, 3, baby.
Run that baby back.
Baby back. 1, 2, 3.
Boom.
Smack. Landed.
You know what you have to have in your knees to be able to handle that?
I think you need a lot of health insurance.
I mean, here's the question. Does your health insurance consider like you doing these activities?
There is athletic, like extreme sport insurance that can cover you.
Yeah, but let's just say you worked at a
doing these
hospital or, bad one. Let's say you were, I don't know, an accountant. Like your insurance doesn't take into account that you're 35 years old and doing insane stunts like this.
It's
For
definitely,
what?
It's definitely
iPhone
a premium.
videos?
It's definitely a premium.
I would imagine. Like, do you report it that you do this? Do they make you report it? Or is it just not until you break your leg?
I do say that I do snowboarding.
Interesting.
It was part of the health insurance question.
Yeah, so they do consider it.
Just any extreme sport or anything extreme. So they have specifically like different, like if you do skydiving, they will. That's another little bump.
What's crazy is this guy's just like it. The lens does this video no justice. There seems to be some sort of like snake eye or fish eye to it, at least when it gets to the ground, because there's stuff to tell. It's like the guy comes flying out, and he almost hits practically flat ground.
So he looks, and then he like tucks his head.
Man, insane. Here's what's crazy. You've got like a 1 in 4 chance of landing on your skis. Like, think about it. You're just timing this up like sheer luck. Like, and let's turn now.
Yeah, just that natural.
What if you turned a second later or a second earlier? Now you're falling on your ass. You're falling on your face. Like,
that has to be some feet of snow, like feet.
Or is there just like a nature to, because your feet are heavier with the skis, that like when you come around, it's going to spend, like, maybe there's a maximum, there's more opportunity for you to land on your skis because it's heavier. I don't know. To me, I just feel like that's insane timing.
So I think that knowing how to fall is going to be like the top priority of trying to go into something like this, and the mentality to have when you're trying to send it fully as much as you can and putting your like the human body to its limits. I think you have to really know how to fall before anything. And with that comes a natural sense of centered and flow and like being in a state of mind where your reaction is. That's why athletes, they tend to get the big bucks after they make it big, because they already prove that they can put their life on the line and still do this stuff. But I just wanted to point out how low he is at this point with maximum speed on his last flip. Just finishes.
It's back to that timing. It's like talk about rolling the dice. All right, you ready for the next one?
Yeah, absolutely. Let's go. So Zeb Powell is a famous snowboarder. He is the most ridiculously like hardcore dude, and he's so funny. It's like it's awesome. But he does these tricks, and everyone wonders how he does it because he usually does it on a boat. Like it's like a 215 or something centimeter board, which is like way bigger than anyone would ever need for really any reason. And this person is on a chairlift, and they decide, or they say, hey, that's Zeb Powell hitting this jump. I'm gonna film it. All right, just so you know the gravity of.
Oh yeah, and the ski lift, dude. I literally have the same video. I would have had nowhere near as much explanation.
So he's known for doing his knuckle hucks because he started it off really hard, and that chairlift got the best of him.
Dang, that is a perfectly timed video.
So this is a good one. How does he do this? You see that again? He's going up the hill. And then he catches up to the tow rope.
Interesting.
It's in reverse. One more time.
Bad video.
Yeah. I thought that was really interesting. All right.
Bad video. Very bad video.
This is
Not a good video.
who
We're working on this.
who fell or who had the best fall? 1, 2, or 3?
Ooh. Too fast. Oh.
I'm gonna go with 3 because that's totally realistic to just like be like, oh yeah, I'm just gonna go straight line this jump to just inexperience, and I don't know, he must have got a fresh wax that day. That's all I can think of. And that must have
Dude,
been
I don't know how he got
ice
that
packed.
fast with that short of time. Like he just comes in flying.
That's pretty bad. He's knocked out. That guy, not a good day. But this guy, this is how you break spines.
Ugh. I mean, that's really high.
Yuck. All right. Speaking of fails, I have a whole edit that I put together last night. Let's make this big. Me big, not you big. All right. I put together this edit last night of Boston Mills Brandywine. Shout out to bmbw.fails Instagram. They were a huge inspiration for this video. But I start out with me and my friends and our fails. I don't know if it was somewhere between this season and last season. We all have videos of us falling.
Oh,
So.
geez.
And then I go and do random people falling that are all at Boston Mills Brandywine. So hope you enjoy this.
This person had the slowest fall into the bushes. They've been stuck there for a minute. Can't park a car there.
This is my buddy Trenton. This is on Summit. There was a nice little kicker, and I eat shit. And I tell you that because it ends. Oh my God. Put me on this one. Go back. This is Trenton. He's doing a front board, and that landing, it was so dug out that it's awesome. It was so slushy
It is not. It is not. Okay, go ahead.
So this was Saturday. This is Dustin, and he really throws it down.
Hey, solid attempt.
That was first attempt. He did it on the second one.
Oh.
This is Jessie.
Ooh,
She is learning how to ski this year.
You got it.
Lost everything.
That is random person. These are all randoms, but this is all Boston Mills and Brandywine. Oh, that was a terrible part of the edit. I forgot to clip that part.
Oh my.
Been there.
No,
Boom, headshot.
He has. I'm not.
Boom, headshot. All right.
Nice. Real good. Real good.
Thanks, man. Yeah, so I thought I'd put that together and show everyone what I got. Off to, what do you got today, Alex?
Anything in that folder.
Here. All right, let's go cycle ball.
Yeah, check this out. None of them are snowboarding videos. So this is cycle ball. Seems like a pretty cool sport, and it definitely doesn't look easy. I
No.
also love how insanely reckless these people are. Like the dude just rode his bike straight through the net.
Wow, that takes incredible
Like
balance,
right?
like
Balance, core strength. I
They're
mean,
running into each other, like,
and to be able to just like pivot your bike on a dime, just stop on the back wheel, balance, and just pivot.
wow.
Hit a shot like that. No, I don't want to be the goalie.
Goalie just nailed it from across the court.
Crazy.
They should have a bigger court.
These people have insane skills. Are you right? But also admit that's what also adds to like insane skill to this. You have a giant bike in such a small court. What is it? 2v2? 3v3? I can't
2v2.
2v2. That's crazy. It feels like there's 10 people out there because there's just so little space.
And I guess if you fall off the bike, you're I don't know, they just kind of say like stop play. That's what it looked like on that last almost goal. The dude like laid down and he was like, I'm off the bike. And he was like, all right, like right here. Didn't think about blocking there, so they must call it timeout or something. Insane.
I mean, yeah, I'm just impressed by the overall athleticism. And I mean, look at this, because that's, I think the opportunity for injury has to be heightened.
Yeah. Your hands, your fingers go in one of those spokes. They all got spokes.
Yeah, facts. And then just mangled in a bike is your ankle, you know? What,
Corner
penalty?
kick?
Yeah, check this.
Oh my God.
I mean, come on.
Like real soccer.
You know what we're underplaying? How easy it is, like how easy they make look kicking a ball with a front tire of a bike. Guy just hit a goal with something that would be skilled if you did it with your foot.
That is wild. We are here and we are ready with helicopter engine fails.
Yeah, this is crazy.
Failure. Ooh. All
Cut
right.
that in half.
Shoot, okay.
Ooh, that was crazy.
Whoa, so mayday, mayday, mayday. Uniform Echo Tango, uniform Echo Tango.
Not-
We're gonna be okay. I've got control here. You're flying with me. So we're coming down. I see the Stave River down there. We're gonna come down and land on the Stave River there. All right, I've got a
Way to
spot in
keep it
mind there.
calm. Just like, okay, we are.
Something that we need to
And
really think
what I am
about.
also impressed
This
with.
is really, really critical. Something we need to be thinking
Let him
about.
talk.
We can't land on those rocks. Like if we slide onto those rocks, we're gonna flip over, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
definitely.
And we're coming in.
I mean, I'm also impressed with new helicopter technology where you could slowly coast in like a plane, and you're not just
All right, this is gonna
dropping.
work just perfectly right here.
Right, to
yeah,
just
we're gonna
keep
do it,
those
we're gonna do it.
blades
It's
going
gonna be
without
okay.
picking up speed.
Didn't catch any rocks.
He's done, man. We did it, buddy.
Fabulous.
Experience, man. Yeah.
How did they?
Live to die another day, right?
Crazy.
That's
Crazy. And I just
that
love
is-
how calm
I
they are. And they're like, all right, okay, this is great. Let's just drift it on over there. Like, take it calm.
Tokyo Drift, just like this philosophy. I want to hear that again. Live to die another day.
Nicely done,
That's good.
man. We did it, buddy. It's an experience, man. Yeah. Live to die another day, right?
What a way to cheers. Live to die another day.
Kayaking through ice tunnel.
This is very loud, so go straight for the volume.
Yes, sir.
There's such an
Holy-
aesthetic to this ride.
Oh my god, the claustrophobia I don't have, but I could get watching this.
Oh my gosh. A video upcoming is a dude going through a cave
Oh man.
with where like he's just got a little bit to breathe, and it's just like, I don't know how people do this.
Hold up. Can I go back real quick?
Yeah, go for it.
This dude goes underneath the ice,
Flips himself.
flips himself so he doesn't rub his face.
Insane. Question is, do you think this is the first time he's done this trail?
How do you do a flip on a kayak like that? This
Holding
this
your
is
breath.
probably the first successful time, the first time that he didn't need rescue.
Yeah, yeah. Last time I ate that ice chunk. Now I
missed that
flip.
whole last part. All right, so he flips under there, and he's going wild. That is so gorgeous. You're right with the aesthetic.
And we out. Like a penguin.
On
Now-
my way home to get some supper for dinner.
Live to die another day.
Live to die another day. That's good. Video. Let's go. Navy raids yacht. Oh boy. They filming? Navy SEAL raid yacht. Oh no, this is real.
Oh, this is legit. It's just like crazy to watch him in action. We got Pablo Escobar. What I'm impressed with is the precision of the helicopter. Back to like the helicopter theme.
Is
This
this
guy-
Go on.
No. Go ahead.
Is this a real raid or is this
Yeah.
is this a
Drill? No, this
drill?
is a raid.
This is a raid. So all these people are on the corners of the boat. Like it looks like security almost. And
Yeah, I think they've already had people breach the plane.
okay. Yeah, because I was gonna say that's a pretty high risk maneuver to just take a plane. One of the most vulnerable things, I would think. I don't know. It's harder to sink a boat than it is to sink a helicopter.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
impressed that he's able to navigate between these boats.
Steady hand. Steady hand. Going. They're all synced up.
The way he swooped in, now just taking her out. I just love how nosy people are. Like, you know, bullets can be flying here at any minute, but I'm getting it on my iPhone. I like the guy just dangling.
Yeah, right. Where is he going? You gonna jump in the water and
Take me back, Scotty. Look at that.
that is like a pissed off bee.
He really wants to be known. Hey, we're here. We're here.
Look at the skills that I've got. I can fly my copter as low as I want. No, that'd be terrible. Awful. Don't say stuff like that, Brian.
Well, so that being said, let's get to this. Here's a clip where AI was able to, you can still cue it up.
Yeah.
Their AI was able to recreate George Carlin doing a comedy set in 2024. And there is a real narrative around this, you know, going around about, okay, so Hollywood did their huge strike this past summer, and a crux of their position was that people are using our likeness in AI. And how much of your likeness do you own, right? Soon in a future, we'll be able to make Kanye West singing an Adele song. Okay. And who owns that? Adele? Kanye West, the maker?
So is this Chat GPT coming up with their own voiceover?
I would not brand it Chat GPT. This was made by an AI.
AI.
So
okay,
AI made a comedy set in the voice of George Carlin, by the mind of George Carlin in 2024.
Okay.
And what's funny is the AI's got a message for content creators today.
Ooh, that's kind of got a sinister tone to it.
Yeah, let's check it out.
Yeah.
There's one comedian I really love who would have had a lot to say about everything going on in the world right now. It's George Carlin. So I watched and listened to all of his material to develop my impression of him, and I put together a brand new hour-long stand-up comedy special.
There's one line of work that is most threatened by AI, one job that is most likely to be completely erased because of artificial intelligence. Stand-up comedy.
No way. That
I
sounds
know
just
what
like
all
it.
the stand-up comics across the globe are saying right now. I'm an artist, and my art form is too creative, too nuanced, too subtle to be replicated by a machine. No computer program can tell a fart joke as good as me. Well, let's see. This is just off the top of my artificially intelligent head. A fart was in the middle of a very nasty divorce, so she went to her sister's house, and she asked her sister, "Do you think I'm doing the right thing by getting divorced?" And her sister said, "He's been holding you back for too long. You have to leave that ass."
Oh.
There you have it. Stand-up comedy is dead. Literally. I might be the first stand-up comic to be brought back from the dead by AI, but I certainly won't be the last. Richard Pryor, Joan Rivers, Bill Hicks, Robin Williams,
there's a
Dick
sinister
Gregory,
tone.
Andy Kaufman, Moms Mabley, Sam Kinison, everybody's coming back. And we're all going to have our own 24-hour-a-day, 7-day-a-week, 365-day-a-year streams commenting on everything that's happening in the world as it happens. AI resurrected stand-up comedians are going to be the news anchors of the next decade, which, now that I think of it, means news anchors
Don
are
Rickles.
out of a job too. And I know that some people are going to be against that. Some people are always going to.
Dude, I think sorry, I'm cutting it short. I think there's something so awesome about this.
Well, here,
that
let's
we
finish
can-
it. Keep
all
your
right.
thought.
I want a real flesh and blood human being observing the world and telling jokes about it. And I get that. I really do. But if you can keep an open mind, I think I can make a case for at least one comedian we can all agree is better in AI form. Bill Cosby.
There you go. All right, now let's hear your thought.
Yes. I think there's something so awesome about being able to recreate something that has already deceased and no longer exists, because it kind of embodies and it keeps their spirit living on as if they're still around making things. Their talent, their master, it still exists. Even though it's not them, it's artificial. It still gives a nuanced, modern perspective, making AI a comedian.
Yeah, I mean, again, it would be great. So that here's the dialogue, right? Now you can have a dialogue on it. There's a real question about, is it really them? what makes Robin Williams is that nobody could recreate that on a stage because it was so unique. Nobody had that mind. Like the guy could literally go up on a stage and make a whole new character, and there's a nature to that. Can that be recreated? This program's going to say, well, George Carlin, maybe he had unique ideas, but an AI was able to mirror it, maybe not replicate it, but make a similar product that is close to it.
Yeah.
So who owns that? I mean, Robin Williams is gone, but he has a lineage that owns his intellectual property. Does his son have
paid for that?
Right. Does his son have right to the likeness of his dad? And here's what's even weirder. I like the George Carlin AI picking up a weird aspect that's going to come of this, which is people will just get their news from the AI that is of their favorite person. So I just want to get my news from Joan Rivers. I loved Joan Rivers and I want to get it from her. Or it could be anybody. Oprah. Yeah. I trust Oprah. I want an AI that, are the news coming from Oprah. Well, then you got to ask yourself, where's that AI getting the news from? Like there's something to a human being being a source of information because you can weigh, but yes, just as flawed and manipulative as humans are, they can also be trustworthy.
Yeah.
And you can weigh their trustworthiness based on past interactions. When they get caught being wrong, do they apologize? Do they correct that? Or is it something that, they defend? Do they lie often? And so, you can trust a news source, whether it be cable news or an individual, like, somewhere you get your podcast from. But the difficult thing about an AI is you have blind faith in an algorithm that's now reporting to you. And you like it because it feels good and you're getting your endorphins because it's coming from Robin Williams.
Yeah.
But the reality is somebody is telling that AI how to navigate the news, either ignoring this or promoting that and always having a spin on it that is literally programmed into it.
Yeah.
That is one problem.
Yeah.
Then just the piece of AI, like, okay, Hollywood, you had a really great point. Good thing you went and wasted, the last 8 months protesting because I can just make a movie with you, without you. Like I'm going to put you in my movie and not even need your permission.
Yeah.
Well, you should, but I don't know. Where do you draw that line? Because I'm the programmer and I want it to look beautiful like Margot Robbie, but it ain't Margot Robbie. She never got off her couch.
Or you got to think about those cartoon actors, the ones that they do the voiceovers for all like the drawings and whatever. I think if you can duplicate their voices to be a character and say whatever you want, then I mean,
so let me ask you this:
case in point, sold to the highest bidder.
Case in point, Rick and Morty.
Right.
So Morty gets in trouble because he's a domestic violence alleged, defendant. And because of that, Adult Swim drops him like a hot potato. Okay. TikTok's going crazy. Hey, here's this guy that sounds exactly like Morty. Hire him.
Yeah.
And they go with a different guy. I mean, there's another guy. I was thinking about it driving here because I was thinking about this bit. And there's a guy on TikTok that is huge. I mean, he is going to all the red carpets. He's now being featured in movies because he is a great impressionist. How about that gentleman from SNL that can do pretty much any black actor? I can't remember his name. Michael. I don't know. Whatever the guy's name is. There are people that make careers out of sounding like Jay-Z, Will Smith, Chris Rock, Mark Goldblum, this guy on TikTok. Like, wait, but you're not Mark. You're not, Goldblum. So why should you get the money or the praise for being good at manipulating your voice to sound like this person? Okay, back to the character Morty. Adult Swim owns this show. They own the intellectual property rights to Rick and Morty. There's a split between creators and they lose Morty. and now they need to fill the void. Now they're finding somebody that sounds just like him. Different person does an impression of this guy's voice. Do you not own that? So why can't I get an AI to sound like you to fill in this void?
Yeah.
I mean, it's a scary place to be. And it really, I mean, this comes down to the biggest point. All of like the stand-up comedians and true creatives have sat back and they're like, hey, no big deal. Because in all reality, you can't replicate creativity. I got a little extra zhuzh that makes me special.
Yeah.
But this just proved that they can make a funny little poop joke that is just in the same as all of your creative poop jokes. There's an equation to what is funny, and clearly they can recreate it. I don't know. What are your thoughts?
So I think the whole creative thing is like, I am water. I can fit to whatever shape you give me. And when you look at it like artificial intelligence creating it, it's almost like not quite water. It's just something else, but it's still a liquid. And it's like it is fitting to whatever shape you make it, but it's also got a little stickiness to it. A little bit of somebody else tampered with it. It's not natural. It's not the mastered creative process. So I like where you went with that.
Yeah.
Do you got any closing thoughts?
Well, what time are we at?
We're at 36 minutes.
Oh, damn. We went way over. Didn't we?
Yeah, we're right when I finished that clip, it was right at 30 minutes. But
Oh, all
I
right.
really wanted to expand on this topic.
Yeah, no, all right. Well, that being said, everybody, appreciate you for joining us this week. We go live every Tuesday at 7 p.m. with our live show, the Rethink Tank Live. And then we'll catch you here every Sunday at 9 a.m. where we do our Rethink reactions. If you want to get involved in the show, head on over to the Neuro Gym at our website at www.rethinktankpodcast.com. You can also find all of our content there. But otherwise, guys, we'll catch you on the next episode. Brian, thank you again for joining us.
Yep.
Peace.